everybody, Pai-chan here, and today is day 30 of Inktober. And yes, I know I missed a few more days than I had anticipated with of actually putting up videos than I spent over at my grandma's, but when I got back, I was just dead tired, and then the next day, I was still trying to get over it, and then also I did the picture that I had wanted to do for a while now that I did not feel was appropriate to put up on YouTube. I actually put that one on DeviantArt. I put it on as mature content, so no little kids that watch my channel could go and look at it. Well, dealing with today's video, I was actually extremely tired, so I actually filmed part of it last night and part of it today, the drawings. So if it seems like the lighting changes suddenly, that's why. And also, I'm continuing the story with this, so let's continue the story, shall we?
As the pages turn, our story continues. Toriel and Asgore stepped inside Pai's home to hear what was going on with Frisk. Well, what's wrong? You said that your friend was going to check her out. Yeah, where is this friend of yours? Oh, she's asleep. She sleeps at night. She sleeps during the day. So, if you're here long enough, you might be able to meet her. Oh, well, alright, but I understand you don't want to stay too late. After quickly removing their shoes, Chara and Asriel quickly went inside to see and over to Frisk to see how she was doing. Frisk, are you doing okay? Yeah, Asriel. A lot better than I have in a while. Thanks to Leetah. Who? Oh, the one that's been helping, the one that Pai asked to help, and it's a good thing she did. Hearing what Frisk had said to Chara, Toriel got extremely concerned. What do you mean? Oh, you're not gonna like what I have. Neither of you are gonna like what I have to say, but it'd be good for you to hear anyway. Hey, you five go over and do your homework for the weekend, alright? Papyrus, Sans, Frisk, Chara, and Asriel went over to the kitchen table to work together on their homework like they normally did. While Pai led Toriel and Asgore upstairs to her craft room so that she didn't frighten the kids with what Leetah had told her after they had all gone to bed. Well, when they got there, Pai just looked down sadly. What is it? Well, with how long it's been going on, Leetah said that if I hadn't sought her help, Frisk, with how her mental state was, might have given into Eclipsa within a month. Oh my. And also, she's actually surprised that Frisk hadn't given in already. What do you mean? That is, until she learned about Frisk and Sans. Again, what do you mean? Toriel, Toriel, catching the drift, knew exactly what she meant. Asgore, her relationship with Sans, is what's been keeping her together. Yes, it's something that is extremely powerful. But in this, it has its limits. Well, tell us everything you learned from her. Well, I'm guessing it's a girl, right? Yeah, she's female. Yeah, it's a girl. Well, woman. You, like I said, you may see when if you stay long enough for them to get here. Well, all right. Toriel, Asgore, and Pai discussed what Leetah had told Pai the night before, not realizing how late it had gotten. Pai glanced up to the clock that she had on one of her shelves. Oh wow, it's that late already? Well, about dinner time, but I'm gonna go check the fridge. The three of them headed back downstairs, and as they reached the bottom of the stairs, Asriel looked over to see his mother in a bit of distress. Mother and father a bit worried. Mom, Dad, what's going on? Asriel said, a bit of worry in his voice. Don't worry about it, my child. Just concentrate on your schoolwork, alright? Well, I'm done with that, but I'm more worried about you. Don't worry. I'll be alright. Is it about Frisk? Chara said, catching the feeling of the room. Yes, it is. Chara looked over at Frisk and pretty much understood what was the dreams that Frisk had been having were more than just dreams. She had practically known all along. This about your dreams, Frisk? Yeah, they are. Hey, leave her alone, Sans said angrily at Chara. I'm just asking, comedian. Well, you shouldn't be so mean about it, Chara, Papyrus said, defending his brother. And I'll be the way that I want to be, spaghetti fanatic. This got both of the brothers upset until Pai came over and threatened Chara with her usual threat. Chara, do you want me to send you over to Peru again? No, I'll be good. Chara, remembering that though Pai's sister was nice, she didn't put up with any of her things, and when she got in trouble, she would pay for it. She would pay for it by having to work pretty hard doing yard work and everything like that, which she hated. Well, let's see. Hey, Mom, there's not much left in the fridge. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll figure out something. Just then, Pai heard a howl through the Pai heard the howl of a wolf through the open window. Oh, well, they're up. Toriel, Asgore, Chara, and Asriel were a bit confused as to why a wolf howl would signal that the ones that had been helping them were up. Oh, don't worry, you'll see. Pai went out the door and around to the back. Out the front door so that she could get her shoes on, and around to the back. To wait for her friends so that she can let them know that she had some extra guests, so they weren't surprised. After a few moments, Cutter, Skywise, and Leetah came out of the forest carrying two large deer with them. Hey Pai. Hey Pai, that you didn't notice that you didn't have much meat yesterday. You looked through my fridge. Well, yeah, we kind of got hungry. All right. Pai shook her head and went, "Well, thanks for doing this, guys. They already cleaned?" Well, not really. We don't really. All right, I'll get Sans and Papyrus to help. Why? Trust me, it'll be a lot easier with their abilities. Pai went back inside and called for Sans and Papyrus to help him with the deers. When they went out, Papyrus eyed the deers surprisingly. Wowee, those are huge! Yeah, Pap, what do you want us to do? Oh, just hold them up while we, just hold them up a bit while we skin them. What do you mean? You're not... Pap, they're already dead. Oh, but... Leetah saw how Papyrus was. Don't worry, Papyrus. They didn't suffer. Yeah, we had our best hunter help us with this. And I went, so you went to Longboat for help, huh? Well, yeah, we wanted to join the hunt. I stayed here through so that I can be there to check on Frisk if need be. Alright. With all of them working on the deers, within a few minutes they were gutted. They were gutted and skinned. Gutted, skinned, and proportioned out. Alright, let's bring these inside. Cutter, Leetah, and Skywise just look. That's quite a bit for just a few of you. For just us here. Oh, there's a few more. I've got a few guests inside, and actually I want you to meet them. Well, who are they? Cutter and Skywise were preparing to attack if need be. Oh, their first, well, not really birth parents, but they took her in and are raising her along with another human and the son they actually did give birth to. Oh, well, alright. I'd like to meet them anyway. Alright. You guys okay with waiting a little bit while I get so that we can all eat together? To eat? Yeah, I guess. But Cutter picked up a small piece of meat. I'm gonna have a little bit before we eat. That's fine. The group headed inside and just as per Pai's rules, remove their shoes. The Wolf Riders, respecting Pai's rules to do so, realizing that it wasn't that big of a deal to remove their shoes in the house. It didn't hinder range of movement or anything like that. Leetah helped Pai and the Skeleton Brothers carry the food to the kitchen when Toriel saw Leetah, she was like, "Oh, she's so cute." Leetah just smiled. Thank you. Though, though you may not guess it, uh, because of the way that I look compared to you and humans, but I am a mother myself. Oh my, you're right, I had no idea. Pi just giggled a bit and put the meat on the counter. Oh my, whoa, where did you get that? They went hunting they went hunting before, right after they woke up and got us some extra meat. Well, that was nice of them. But oh, don't worry. Though, hey Chara, put these in that fridge over there, the warm one. Huh? Why? Just do it. Pi tossed Chara a few pieces of the meat to put into the warm freezer that Alfie's modified for. She did, and still very confused, but went over to the sink and washed her hands afterwards anyway. Alright, well, what are we having for dinner anyway? Deer. Alright. Toriel then looked over into the living room where she noticed that Cutter and Asgore were staring each other down. Worried, she went, as Pai grabbed Toriel's arm before she could finish what she was saying. Don't do it. But just trust me, Toriel. But he could easily. Leetah just laughed as well. Laughed too. Well, I guess Cutter may have a new friend here soon. Toriel was still completely confused, but then after a few moments, both elf and creature laughed. well, that showed that. Well, I guess neither of us will let down here. Yeah, I guess not. But don't worry, I have nothing against you guys. I was. Yeah. Cutter was looking up, just wondering about something on a shelf that he had seen. You want some help getting that? Sure, I don't see why not. Asgore picked up Cutter so that he could reach the shelf and get a better look at a dagger that Pai had there. Make sure Pai notices and said, "Make sure you put that back after you're done looking at it. All right, guys." Cutter and Asgore nodded. Skywise was smiling and had went to sit down at the table with the group doing their homework. He noticed that one of the subjects that was studying was astrology. Him being the way he was with the sky was able to help Frisk with that. He then said, as he looked, he went, "You need some help with that? You seem to not be doing very good." Yeah, but don't worry about it. He's really good with stuff dealing with dealing with that type of stuff. Alright, but what if, trust me, even if it's wrong in the book, he knows more about that than probably you'll get. He has more knowledge about that stuff than you'll probably get from that book. Frisk nodded and accepted Skywise's help gladly. Thank you. Skywise nodded and gladly helped Frisk with her work, as none of the others knew about the astrology, considering even though he was extremely smart, Sans had spent most of his life underground. Cutter, after putting the knife back, Cutter and Asgore went and sat on the couch to talk about their lot, just to talk about how they had been before them meeting. Pretty much just shooting the breeze and relaxing before the dinner. Toriel and Pai worked on the cooked food as Leetah just watched and helped as she could. After the dinner was done and finished, another knock came to the door. I'm not expecting anybody, though. I think I know who it is, considering the wolves didn't react. Pai went to the door to see Alphys and Undine there. Hey, I was wondering what was going on. Papyrus was supposed to meet me and... Oh, yeah, I had him do homework. Oh, okay. She then noticed the 3 extra people in the house. Who are they? Oh, a few friends of mine. If you want, you can come in and meet them. But what if... Don't worry, Alphys. It'll be alright. Alphys just stepped inside, not usually one to wear shoes, before Pai stopped him. Alphys, rinse off your feet before you come in. Wipe off your feet before you come inside, alright? I'm sorry. It's alright, just remember for next time I'm not upset. Alphys wiped off her feet before stepping inside. Undine, having already taken off her shoes, notices Cutter. Again, there was a bit of a stare-off. Where between Cutter and Undine, where at the end they laughed and became quick friends. Cutter, realizing that these were all people that would protect rather than destroy. Well, now that I see that Leetah is in good hands, and now that I see that Leetah's in good hands, I feel alright leaving her here. Well, there's a few others that may come and see her, but they're all about like this. Alright. And Leetah, I'll let you know if it comes down to that. Alright. Well, Skywise, we should go. I shouldn't be away from the pack for more than a night. Alright, Cutter, just let me finish here with what was your name again? Oh, Frisk. Alright. Skywise finished up helping Frisk as Cutter visited a bit more with Undine and Asgore. Happy to have somebody that, even though he was much shorter than her, was not afraid to talk about fighting or anything like that. And also with the hunting and everything that they do. Alphys found a great companion in Leetah who, though she didn't quite know what it was, understood her pain and offered to help her if need be after she helped Frisk with the nightmares. Thank you. But I don't... Alphys, just trust her. She may be able to help. Alright. Alphys still very shy, but with Leetah's kind nature was bringing her out of her shell, which didn't happen very quick normally. Leetah smiled at the monster before realizing that Skywise was done helping Frisk and was up from the table. Well, Cutter, you ready to go? Yeah. Cutter and Skywise headed to the door as Leetah followed. I will miss you, love. We'll be together again soon. Well, I'm not stopping. Cutter, you know I won't stop you from seeing her at all. Yeah, I know, but Pai just laughed. Toriel smiled from with seeing the love that the two elves shared. Then, and as she thought about it, she realized that it was practically the same between Frisk and Sans. Wait, Cutter, Leetah? You two, I don't know what Pai called it, but you two are soulmates, aren't you? Yeah, how can... Oh, those two over there. Yeah. She said there was a saying that a few of her friends had. I'm not completely sure what it was, but is that saying from you? Cutter and Leetah thought for a moment, but it was Skywise who knew what Toriel was saying. Oh, heart meets heart when eye meets eye. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's from us. And it wound up being true, didn't it? Yes, it did. It was like it happened in an instant. At one point they were just best friends, and then yeah, it does that, though I've never had it happen myself. But I've seen it happen many times. Well, thank you for everything that you're doing for Frisk. Apart from being just the savior of our kind, she is our daughter, and that's not going to change. Cutter nodded, remembering his own human daughter, who was long since gone. Leetah smiled, and being a healer, was glad to help in any way she could. And unless it went against the Wolf Rider way, which this did not. Pai was just glad that all of her friends, new and old, were getting along. And she was also glad that they had practically found what was a way to help Frisk, though she knew that it may be more involved than she first thought. Well, Cutter, I think practically everyone else here is going to be making a trip to the Holt soon. Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll prepare them. Actually, I'll probably do that tonight. All right. Just make sure they can understand our language. We don't want any confusion. No, we don't. Well, tell everybody I said hi, and thank you again. Cutter and Skywise left. Leetah just smiled and went over to Frisk to check her out before the Skeleton brothers headed to bed, and the rest of the Dreamer family left.
Well, that's it. So, as you can see, at least Toriel and Asgore have finally met Cutter, Leetah, and Skywise. I might have Alfie's and Undyne in there too. I'm filming this before I actually do the voiceover like I normally do, but like I've told you before, I've got an idea of what's going to happen, and though I might wait, though if I actually have done the thing with that, Undyne and Cutter are going to have the same stare off that Cutter and Asgore do, because they can kind of tell that with each other. Well, if you like these and want to get in contact with me, my DeviantArt, Twitter, and Tumblr will be down in the description, so go check them out. And if you would, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos coming soon, and hit that little notification bell to get a notice sent to your phone, tablet, wherever you have keyed into YouTube, and it'll also send you a email to the email that you've got connected to your email address whenever I upload a video, so you won't miss any. Considering tomorrow is the last day in Inktober, and I still could plan on continuing, though not as much. And if while I'm doing and backing up a little bit, if while I'm doing the voiceover you hear some stuff in the background, I'm not sure if they're gonna be here while I do the voiceover, but I've got some people working in my yard right now, so that's it. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. See ya!